DJ Dallas right over there. All right, he's here to join us. We just got another shipment from Japan. You know, we did another segment of this last week, and somebody wrote in that they and their Zen master blessed this purchase. So you know this is the real deal here.
Now, what is a Zen master?
He listed his name. I didn't recognize his name. He's from Japan, and he really liked the fact that we are trying to strengthen the Japanese economy between America and Japan.
No, they have products there. It's unbelievable. The music, uh, everything there is just they're way ahead in leagues ahead in terms of the American music market. So I'm excited to see what we got here.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting. Well, this package actually arrived last week, but we've been patiently waiting to open it with you. So, without any further ado, DJ Dallas is going to just open this, pop this little bad boy open, as our friend Bill says.
Now this is quite the haul. I believe it's 34 items. So strap in. There's a lot of really interesting things that if I can remember correctly, a lot of Beatles stuff. Been on a bit of a buying binge, trying to complete out certain Beatle label collections that I've been amassing.
Now, I've never seen any of these in the stores I shop at. So, Sam's Club, you better start taking note and start stocking these.
Let's try this cube first with some DVDs in it. I know there's the rest of the Queen albums. If you watched the last stream, you should go check those out. A lot of really cool stuff in there. We got almost every Queen album deluxe. Only missing a few. One of those we were missing is Jazz.
Oh, I love that album. That is a great. We were just talking about that last week. And the beauty of these is that you get the CD, the bonus
Material.
outtakes and rare cuts, and you get a DVD with all the music
album.
videos, the whole album, plus what does it come with? Like a lot of extra.
You can get, again, you have the surround sound mix. You can get the karaoke tracks.
You got 4 different videos of Bicycle Race.
You get a lot of different versions of Fat Bottom Girls. But yeah, you get the karaoke tracks, the stereo, the surround sound, and the isolated vocal. There it is.
This album came out around 1979. I remember there was a local radio station that was premiering it, like at midnight, the night it came out, and I was so excited. I had my little cassette deck out there, and I would just listen. It was all mixed too. They would go from one song to the other. So now I always hear like a mixed version of this in my head when I'm listening to it. But we got another
Queen
one.
album. This one features, I believe this one has David Bowie.
David Bowie. He was in the
Under
studio.
Pressure.
That song, Under Pressure, was called People in the Street, was the original working title. And he happened to be in the studio, and they just did an impromptu duet.
Hot space, man.
Which, Vanilla Ice later just kind of borrowed it a little bit. He's just, it was a little different, so he didn't think he had to give him writing credit.
It was it.
I don't know.
He could have got away with it. He really believed. Maybe he thinks he really got. He wrote it himself. Who knows? This is this is a really cool one. I've never seen before anywhere else. This is Wings Over Europe highlights from the Wings Over Europe tour, 1972. The great starting out of what will become another incredible band that McCartney was at the helm of. It's quite impressive how he was able to just do that, to take a band, make #1 singles, and he's just a mega talent.
He started out kind of humbly with the Wildlife album. He went through 2 McCulloch brothers and 2 English brothers.
Right, this one has Henry McCulloch on it on guitar, and then the in my opinion, the pinnacle lineup has the other McCulloch. What's his name? Jimmy McCulloch, the great Jimmy McCulloch. So this is a cool highlights of the Wings Over Europe tour. I mean, this is cool because he's playing smaller venues. He's kind of trying to really get the band off the ground, and they toured in a real bus, and it's kind of interesting that that's what he wanted to do. He didn't want to start already big with the Beatles, riding off the coattail of Beatles fame. He wanted to really build it up himself. So
Well, you know, he had Denny Lane, he gave him a little star power. He used to be in Moody Blues, but I thought that Wings was the golden era of McCartney's solo, you know,
definitely,
post
yeah.
Beatles
Oh, most
era.
definitely.
And if they would have maybe continued with Denny Lane, they had, I think it was great when they would write together and play together.
And
But
their
yeah.
harmonies were incredible. I don't think that he still hasn't been able to find a better person to harmonize with, aside from, of course, the Beatles. But in the solo era, really, Denny Lane was a real a great companion to him. It's a shame that didn't last, but you get
Denny
still enjoy
just
it.
wanted too much extra money, I believe. He just outpriced
I'd like to,
himself.
yeah, I know. I'd love to
Hey,
see a
it's
documentary on Wings.
Tootsie Schmutzy. We're giving you a shout out. She is very, very, very loyal to this channel. She's always watching Keep On Rockin'. She looks at some of our brother and sister channels like DJ Jerry from Starlight Music. And I'm just really glad you're here.
So
All
this is
right.
another cool. I have the Blu-ray edition, but this is the concert for Bangladesh, the 50th anniversary edition. Uh, you know, that's cool. What a great show. Bob Dylan. You got Billy Preston. You got Ringo on it. Um,
For some reason, I thought you got this
I
already
have the
last time.
Blu-ray. This is
Oh,
the two
okay.
CD, two DVD. This
You
has
got to have them all. Are
you
you
get the
getting
complete
the
set.
VHS and 8-track edition also?
If they put them out, I would. Yeah.
But yeah, as I mentioned last time, I always thought it was the concert for Bangladesh, but it's actually the concerts. You get two, the evening show and the afternoon show on this. I believe the evening show is the one that you
I
saw in
believe
the
so.
theatrical
Yes.
release. But it's really cool. A lot of extras. There's rehearsals.
You get the acetate mix. You get the Dick Cavett show. Just a cool.
Just about every song is almost better live than it is in the studio. I mean, it's really cool, especially the George Harrison stuff. All right, what do we have next? We've
This
got
is the best era of Wings. If you have rock show, you got to get this one. This is live at the Singer Bowl, or this is the Meyer Music Bowl in Melbourne. Here's Wings Fly South. This is a pro shot concert, a complete show, and they took because the original source tape they had for this is damaged, so this is the definitive master. Because for a long time they only had this version that had some damage in the film, but they were able to find, they broadcast this on Japanese television and someone had recorded it, so they were able to splice together the Japanese version with the Japanese TV version with the original, and you have a complete master with no corruption in the video. It's soundboard. It's a great concert. Really, this is a must-have McCartney release.
hey, if you see the movie Rock Show, you will notice that most of that was from Seattle. And I
Yeah.
think he was filming just a lot of these shows pro shot, and the audio is just amazing. I'm going to say hi to Tanya. I think she lives out in Europe, and she's been a big supporter of this channel for many, many years. Big Rolling Stones fan. I think we're going to get to some Rolling Stones in a little while. So hang in there. Thank you so much for watching. You're awesome.
Now this is a cool one. McCartney taking it back to the Cavern Club, 2018, pro shot, soundboard, concert. Come on, that's cool. The Cavern. It's a historic venue for the Beatles. One of the first places that they cut their teeth, and then McCartney really he just has quite an affinity to this club, so he would play there quite frequently. There's a couple he maybe played there in the '90s as well. This is the 2018 version, I believe, when he was promoting his album Egypt Station. I believe that was part of that promotional tour. If I'm remembering correctly, I think so.
Yeah, probably.
Because I think
yeah,
it
that
was
was
on
Egypt
the
Station.
James Corden, when he was on the Tonight Show with James Corden, I believe they showed a little bit of this, but this is the complete recording. You get the surround sound mix, you get an extra of Live at the Phil 2018. I mean,
Now they remodeled the Cavern Club from the way it was in the early '60s, and I think
Right.
they sold some of the
bricks,
the
yeah.
bricks, the little pieces of brick you can invest in if you want. It's worth its weight in gold.
you
That
get
and
a
the Beatles
chip
bed
of it,
sheets.
chip
Yeah,
of
this
the
little
brick for $50.
wow,
Yes.
what a deal! How do you know it's really from there? It's like the Beatles bed sheets. Remember those? Like they give you like a square inch of Beatles bed sheets that they somehow
They went to
stole
the
from the
hotel,
Deauville Hotel, and they're all from Florida. The Deauville Hotel. Somebody worked there.
They're cool, but it's too much of an investment for something that's probably not real. If it was cheaper, it may be a novelty,
It
but
just has like kitsch value to it. Oh, I got this cool little momentum of the Cavern Club, and I think they frame them if you want to pay extra, and it's engraved. They have a little plaque next to it engraved. What do we have next?
this
We have
one is
McCartney
really cool.
Live.
This is the McCartney put out the McCartney Years box. It was 3 DVDs. It was mostly promo videos and makings of videos. The great people in Japan took it upon themselves to make the live years as an addition to that set.
Yeah, you need a companion. That thing's only 4 DVDs. How many
Right.
do they give you
You get
here?
another 2
You
here.
get another 2.
This has which I'm really excited to watch, the Princess Trust rehearsal. That's a great show that Ringo was at that, and I believe George Harrison was also at the Princess Trust. They just did not perform together, but it's the rehearsal footage. I mean, that's incredible. You get Wings rehearsal for Wildlife. Give Ireland Back to the Irish rehearsal. Get the BBC. A lot of really interesting material. I'd love to watch this one. Campuchia outtakes.
Wow. We're going to give a big shout out to DJ Selene, who's out there. She's helping to moderate and welcome all our friends to the live stream. All right. Well, that was a cool one.
That's
Paul
a really,
McCartney
a
Live
really
Years.
interesting one. I'm very excited to watch this one. Now this is we're back. Okay, this is a remaster.
I'm getting cold. I'm starting to freeze here.
We have here the complete. These are apparently an upgrade of the rehearsals for the great Ziggy Stardust floor show. It's really not. They call it the 1980 floor show. I'm not entirely sure why, because this is a '73 concert.
I thought it was a 1984. Why are they calling it the 1980 floor show? I guess this 84 was too far into the future from the 70s,
So they had to go to the 80s.
Some of these guys, God bless them, they're fans, that put these together, but they don't, English is not their mastery.
No. This is what I believe.
It was called the
1980
floor show.
Yes, but this is. I don't know why they called it that.
Wow.
But they have had this has been floating around for a while. The 1980 floor show, the rehearsals. But this is a upgrade, no time code. Visually, it's much higher quality. So I'm excited to get 4 full DVDs. I mean, hours and hours of awesome Bowie footage.
Wow. During the Ziggy Stardust era, right? Was it maybe Aladdin Sane or the tail end of it?
Yeah. I think this is it's like 5 or 6 hours of footage.
That's awesome, man. You got some really good stuff here. I mean, it's incredible. We're waiting for those record executives to kind of catch on a little bit about. They could release any of this stuff because those bands, they have full rights to this. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Yeah, let me get to some Stones. I think we have a lot of Stones fans out there. I'll go back to the Queen. There's a lot of Queen stuff. But let's see. I got a Stones album I'm very excited to show everybody. Where is it? Here it is. This is incredible. The steel wheels recording sessions, 2 DVDs, pro shot footage from. It has a dinner party with the Stones. It has the writing session for Mixed Emotion and the writing session for Rock and a Hard Place. I mean, where else are you going to find this footage? It's not available. I tried to find some of it on YouTube to watch. I couldn't. It's only about 7 or 8 minutes of it. So this is, 3 hours of footage of just the Stones in the studio hanging out at dinner. I mean,
Bill Wyman's last stint with the Rolling Stones and last tour. And, if you watch the biography called 5 by 25 Rolling Stones, it was on their 25th anniversary. They show some footage at the end of it. It goes to like 89, but yeah, you only see a couple minutes of it. I'm really looking forward to seeing the 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours of this.
yeah, I mean,
They're like going through the song.
Mixed Emotion.
You're not the only one. You just hear the whole evolution of the song. It's
first Mixed Emotions riff and ideas. I mean, that's how far back it goes in terms of the writing session. Just they have the first Rock and a Hard Place tryouts. I mean, it's like really you get a whole. It goes from the first session to the overdubs at the end. It's a very complete picture of the session. I mean, I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah, because the Stones had been dormant. They were doing their solo careers before this and solo tours, and there really hadn't been an album since I think it was either 85 or 86. It was called Dirty Works, and they took a break. Yeah, I think Jimmy Page played on a song or two on that album. And Ron Wood got some. Did he get any writing credits? That was probably the last album they gave him writing credits.
That was how you know it's not a great Stones album, because he has writing credits on it. I don't believe that is true. He's a great songwriter.
We keep talking about it. They need to give Ron Wood at least one song in the concerts and the albums.
Let him do "Stay with Me" or something, or let him. He's got so many great songs. It's such a great solo career. You could do 7 Days. That would be a really cool one that he does on Give Me Some Neck. And then this is another Stones release. This is Pro Shot Concert, complete concert, live in Poland, Bridges to Babylon tour.
They've released a lot of those, like recently, the Bridges to Babylon tours, but I've never seen Bridges to Poland before. This must be also, you said it's Pro Shot?
This is Pro Shot.
Because they were trying to make a Bridges to Babylon concert video, and they probably filmed a lot of them, and somehow those copies kind of snuck out. And this
I have the audio of this, but I don't have the video. The audio is great, but I didn't even know there was a video. So I'm really excited. Another one that is going to be a great watch.
I bought the Bridges to Bremen album a couple years ago. They released that as part of the Rolling Stones bootleg series, but they've yet to release Bridges to Poland, so I'm anxious to see that one. That's when they had those big stages, with those, and then they had the bridge, and the Stones would walk out to the audience, and even if you didn't have such great seats, you could catch them up close, at the back of the floor area. I'm coming out to see you. No, that's Paul Stanley and Kiss. He always comes with a zip line. It'd be cool to see Jagger in a zip line.
That would be.
Wow. Tandon saw them in this tour, and Tootsie Schmutzie saw the tour out in, I believe it was the Steel Wheels tour. I'm not sure which city it was that she caught it, but that's cool. You guys are true fans.
Let's do some David Lee Roth. We have here David Lee Roth promos 1985 to 94, and it was a set. It came also with a Pro Shot concert. This is kind of the reason why I bought these two. This is live in 99 Pro Shot, live in Rantork Festival, Finland. I haven't seen much footage of David Lee Roth from this era, so I'd like to catch this one. That's pretty cool.
Roth, 1999.
Finland, yeah.
And those promo videos look cool. He put out some really good videos. Do they have? I wonder if they have any Van Halen videos. No, it looks like it's
All
all
David Lee
David Lee
Roth.
Roth. I have a an unauthorized one that has both Van Halen and David Lee Roth, but this one really focuses on
Yeah, it's only
his
about an
videos.
hour, but you know,
California Girls. There were some classics that they used to play in heavy rotation. Just a Gigolo, you
that's
know,
a great song.
MTV and some of the video channels in the 80s.
Yeah, this is going to be a really cool concert, man. Rantarok Festival, Finland. I've never even heard of this festival before, but love Diamond Dave.
You know, he's back on doing some shows. I don't know if he's on tour, but I saw him on.
He's going to be in Vegas, I believe.
Really?
Back to Vegas.
Because I thought he had some medical issues and he had retired, canceled some shows. Another guy that canceled some shows is Frankie Valli. We were planning on seeing him last night, but it was canceled and they're just giving refunds. So that may be our last chance to see him. I don't know. Hopefully he'll come back. He's only 91, you know.
He still has time.
But
He can
at
still
least
do
he
it.
sounds good. You know, I mean, I don't know if he's singing, but he still sounds
He looks
good.
good.
He looks good. He's kind of, yeah. We saw him get his star in Hollywood about a year ago. Hey, Frankie! If you heard that on my video, that was me doing my New York accent. Hey, Frankie! Anyway, what else do we got on the...
This is another Van Halen title. There's a lot of recently discovered Van Halen stuff from the 1982 tour, and this is no exception. This is Largo 82. This is the first night. The second night has been long out, but this is the first night from Largo, and it's the true first night. There was a couple releases that said they were, and it was really just the second night repackaged, but this is really a completely different concert. So
Yeah, so many people have bought this thinking they were going to buy it.
Yeah.
But this is it. I mean, we have to watch it really to be sure.
I've
But
seen
you're pretty.
a little bit. I'm
you've
pretty
seen
sure
some.
there's. I've
Wow,
heard
I've
the
only
rumors
seen
outside on
one of the
internet.
Largo concerts. Never seen the other one.
I've heard
so the
that,
one
yeah.
that circulated a lot was the second night.
But this is
Okay.
the first night that was.
And
This
that-
says this is the definitive. So I would like to know if this is the version with the time code.
82 tour. Wow.
Without the time code. So we'll have to check this one out. I'm really eager to watch this.
That was when they were in their heyday with David Lee Roth and
Diver Down. That's a great album. It's so short. It's just, I mean, it's what, 25 minutes? I mean, it's
like an EP or something. But
it's a full
but
album.
you know, you feel fulfilled after you listen to it.
So many different genres and
Big
melded.
Bad Bill ain't
Sweet William
Big
now.
Sweet William.
Big
ain't
Bad Bill
bad.
is-
Ain't Big
is-
Bad
is
Bill is
Sweet William now.
Sweet William now, mopping up the kitchen, and I think his dad, Van Halen's dad, helped record that. He liked jazz music.
Now this is a Kiss, new Kiss Pro Shot live in Nashville '85.
Wow.
It's about 46 minutes. It's not a complete show, but it must be all that exists. This is with Bruce Kulick and Eric Carr.
Is this the Asylum tour?
This
Possibly.
is the Asylum tour, yeah. Definitely the Asylum
Wow.
tour.
I saw that tour at the Forum.
Yeah, they were always great. I mean,
Yeah, even with or without the
makeup.
makeup, it wasn't only about the makeup, because I don't think they would sell 150 audio albums,
If there were
150 million
records.
one of the biggest selling
bands of all
recorded
time.
bands, especially American bands of all time.
I think they're the biggest selling American
So it's
band.
not just about the makeup, guys. It's the music too.
Right.
What did they call themselves? I was watching a video of them at the House of Blues. They said, "We're just a bar band with a lot of fireworks and explosives." I don't think they could do the fireworks inside the House of Blues, but there was some fireworks happening when they were playing their music.
Now this is a title I've been searching for a long time. I've been really wanting, and finally was able to get it acquired at a fair price. This is the SNL anthology Paul McCartney.
Wow.
It's got every performance he's done from '93 to 2025, a CD, DVD. I mean, finally, you can rejoice.
And you got some rehearsals there too, or?
You do get some rehearsals, not as many. They have the full rehearsal of the '93 as a separate release that I also have, which is pretty cool. But this is mostly just the broadcast. stuff. I think it's mostly the music performances. I don't believe they have the interview with Chris Farley where he asks if he's really dead. It's a great SNL bit.
Yeah, that's great that they have so many. I didn't realize he had that many appearances. You know, Saturday Night Live, you can say what you will about it. It's an institution for over 50 years. Had some of the best musicians, and they all had to perform live. Sorry, Frankie Valli. I don't know if you're going to be able to perform there,
No.
but hopefully he comes back. But you know, or a lot of these are you have to perform live. I wonder if anybody ever lip synced there because I can't imagine.
There was a scandal about someone lip syncing on Saturday Night Live where they, I can't remember which artist, but there is a real scandal where the tape came in too quickly and they missed it.
Oh no, Mr. Bill. That's right. I wonder what band. It couldn't have been Milli Vanilli because I don't think they were on there. I don't think they've ever performed live, but they won a Grammy. But they,
well, they can't expect Grammy winners to perform live.
yeah. Anyway, I remember you telling me about. That's really cool. Every single Saturday Night Live performance, and I'm sure it's all pro shot and soundboard. So
this is on the Goldies label, a great label I collect for. I really like their work, and this is just a title that's really, really hard to find. So now we got a lot of Bowie. This is for everyone remembers the character that followed Ziggy Stardust, the Diamond Dogs, Halloween Jack. This is Halloween Jack, is a real cool cat. It's got the video collection. I mean, he was only really in one music video, which was Rebel Rebel. But apparently he was also, I mean, that's the only music video he was in. I mean, it's just mostly promos. And then it has, which is really interesting, the Diamond Dog tour rehearsal from 1974, the full rehearsal. That's pretty awesome. To see a warm-up performance from Bowie. And then the CD has Diamond Dog Rarities. It's got Mick Ronson on it as well.
he was a great guitarist, really amazing. What a great team, Bowie and Ronson.
Speaking of rehearsals, this is the Vancouver rehearsal. This is the low. That's the Thin White Duke there, another kind of divisive character.
Was he named after David Duke, the Thin White Duke?
Yeah, and he was a bit of a fan of white supremacy. So it's interesting. I don't know.
He spent some time in Berlin, so I guess
he spent some time in Berlin, and he was at this point very drugged out. So it's a very dark character, but the album was good. Station to Station is a great album. Even it's weird because he quotes Kabbalah in Station to Station, and yet he called Hitler the first rock star. So he's an interesting character, this Thin White Duke. I don't really entirely understand it.
Well, he had a diet of milk and what was the other thing they would?
Peppers and cocaine.
Peppers and cocaine.
Let's see. I have some more Bowie. This one is this is an incredible set here. This is the Ziggy Stardust Reflection, the video archives, the complete video album for Ziggy, and it has live concerts, TV broadcasts. I mean, this is it. This is the complete collection. This is all you need, really, for this and the film, of course. Rising the live concert, but this is
that album was so far ahead of its time, and
it's just so good.
Hang On to Yourself almost sounded like it was a punk song,
right?
And it just so many different genres of music in that Ziggy Stardust album, one of his best.
Now this is an interesting release here. This is a film about David Bowie put out in '75 at the heat of his drug addiction, and this was called A Cracked Actor. It was shown on television and then never rebroadcast and never released on DVD. This is the DVD and the Blu-ray of the Cracked Actor documentary.
I watched a little of that on YouTube. He looked like he was just stoned out of his mind most of it. I don't know how he couldn't be with all that cocaine.
And then you also on there you get the 1974 video archive on the Blu-ray, which has some Rebel Rebel, Latin Sane, Rock and Roll with Me, just a cool video collection as well. Um, Seems like an interesting film. I've not seen this one yet. I've been waiting to watch it.
Yeah, I think Tootsie Wootsie is really troubled by the connection
Yeah,
to David Duke and white supremacy. He did kind of
he
straighten out.
apologized
He
for it.
apologized for it, and he did marry Iman, who is African American.
It's just a very weird character. There's some interesting videos about it to learn more about this character. But I just don't understand why he came up with this character. It's just bizarre. I don't know. Sometimes he immerses himself in weird. He was an alien, and it's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah, he kind of brings these characters out. I don't know if they're really a reflection of him or just some kind of a madness that's percolating inside. But
Yeah, it's just bizarre.
I think was his brother instituted in a mental institution?
Yeah,
There is madness in his family.
Yeah, he was. It's really tragic, his story as well.
But David Bowie's able to channel it in a very
he was always
way.
in fear his whole life that he was going to go mad like his brother. So, I don't know. It's just genius.
I remember seeing him in 1983 when he was doing the Let's Dance. He had the white suit, and he was like, "It's marvelous. Everything's marvelous." We would call him like Johnny Marvelous. I didn't know the name of that character, but it's a marvelous evening.
Now this is the last Wings concert, Wings Last Flight. This is the 2024 remaster.
I was just listening to that last night. I have the older version, which is still great. I believe it was recorded.
Glasgow.
He recorded himself at Glasgow because he was going to release it, but it just never got released. So it's really well done.
He released only the Coming Up as the single.
Yeah, it was. If you bought the album, McCartney 2, you got the single Coming Up that was from that concert. That was the only song that came out from that whole show.
Now this is a cool David Bowie concert. This is David Bowie Serious Moonlight Tour live in Sydney, the complete concert.
Wow. Now I know there's probably 2 nights of that show in Sydney for Serious Moonlight, and there was a radio simulcast of it that they played, and I'm not sure if some of it ended up on the official video or not, but
it has Earl Slick on it.
Yeah, there's an audio that they recently released a couple of years ago, an import from one of the nights.
Right.
It was really amazing, the set list and the songs. It was a return to form. It was a resurgence period for David Bowie, where he was becoming commercially popular again, and the songs were being played in heavy rotation and MTV.
And he's
songs
got
like Let's
Stevie
Dance.
Ray Vaughan on that album.
Yeah.
It's always interesting.
There's only one Stevie Ray Vaughan sound check from that tour. I forget where it is, Texas or something like that.
Texas, yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't think he wanted to pay his musicians more than musicians' wages. So he had a hard time keeping people like Stevie Ray Vaughan, who was about to really
He was on the
precipice of big fame, and he started releasing solo albums and doing tours, and he just didn't want to work for musicians' union wages anymore. I think that was why he pulled out. But he's on the album Let's Dance. Nile Rodgers produced that, and I think he wrote some songs with David Bowie as well. It had that chic feel, from like Let's Dance. And
Now this is, I got a little bit burned on this one. This is Manchester 79's second night, quote unquote. It really isn't the second night. It's just the first night, but a new discovered a newly discovered recording. But it's still interesting. It's a remaster. It's still cool. I mean, I don't have this show either one, so it's cool to have it. But you got to be careful with these releases. Sometimes they don't label them right, and you got to really look into it.
I'm still trying to get my money back for the Doors live in Mexico. And they never played in Mexico, evidently. Or they did, but it wasn't that show.
That was never recorded, though.
Oh, the one that they have on there is from The Matrix in San Francisco. So
there's like a ton of Doors shows that are like that don't really exist, but they've kind of made them exist, forced them into existence. This is the alternate Aladdin Sane, a great album. Wow.
Yeah, that was right after Ziggy Stardust. That was the follow-up.
These have really cool Obi strips.
Yeah, and it has all those outtakes from the album. Is there any songs on there that are not on the original album? I imagine there are.
Let's see. It has the Mata Hoople demo of All the Young Dudes, which has been released. It has the Top of the Pop mix. It has The Prettiest Star, which I believe was on the album. There's nothing unreleased, but it's a lot of unreleased rarities and versions and outtakes.
Demos.
Yeah.
Live versions.
Oh, Zion, Tragic Moments, outtake. They do have an outtake.
That one.
They have an outtake on there.
Wonder why that song didn't make it to the album. We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
To be continued.
Excited to listen to that.
What else we got here coming down the assembly line?
Harry's on Tour, 1974. George Harrison, the CD DVD. This has got the Los Angeles soundboard, and it has the video, which is like they kind of made a faux concert because there was no concerts fully recorded. This is an interesting tour. He changed the lyrics to a lot of songs, and he changed the line, something in the way she moves me, to something in the way remove it. I don't entirely understand why he was messing with perfection, but
maybe it has something to do with his divorce or something. Because he wrote that for Patty Boyd, and maybe somebody who removed it could have been Eric Clapton.
Something in the way remove it. There it is.
Yeah, he was changing lyrics. It was one of his only full tours, and he had a sore throat through most of it. I think the Dark Horse album, you could hear his voice was kind of starting to go and hoarse, and he was under contract, so he had to keep doing it, and it, I guess, exacerbated his voice. He wasn't used to being the front headliner,
he didn't
do every
sing
song. He
would many songs.
Like with the Beatles, he would just sing like one or two songs at a 30-minute show, so it wasn't really that taxing. But I think it must have been like a winter cold or something that just kept lasting.
It was just a lot of stress, I believe, also at that time. He was going through. Yeah, it's November. You're right. Could have been a winter cold. But there it is, man. Harry's on tour. Now, this is in a series of the Rock Band. If everyone played the video game, they had these dreamscape sequences with little animated Beatles. I really like the video from that. And this is the Now and Then collection, where they have dreamscapes for not only the Now and Then, but also solo songs, which I didn't know existed. So this is pretty cool.
Really, which songs did you not know existed?
The Admiral Halsey, I didn't know it was in the video. The Beatles Rock Band would have Admiral Halsey or Jet or Bluebird. I didn't know there were rock band music videos for that.
Yeah, I thought it was just the Beatles Rock Band. I didn't know they had wings. Unless could they have used the characters and
they did, but they have somehow made the voices still the lips still move.
Unless they just used AI and just took it to a different level, and started recording songs that weren't on the original video game.
Probably, but I'm excited to see because I do collect. I have the full Abbey Road album, Sgt. Pepper, Rubber Soul, Revolver, and Beatles for sale. So I'm getting near a complete set of all the Rock Band videos. So now I need the solo works. Other Wings rehearsal. This is from Trevor Jones' master cassette, upgrade of the 1980 Wings rehearsal. So this is really the last flight. This is the latest. This is the last rehearsal.
So they were
Wings.
rehearsing for
A 1980 tour, I believe. Maybe this is the Japan tour, but
and that we know how that ended with McCartney getting arrested for a pound of marijuana, and that he didn't even really try to conceal for some reason. That was the only night he spent apart from Linda, was in prison in Japan. You said something interesting yesterday. You said that he was in prison with people accused of murder, and he would.
No, they were charged. I mean, he was in prison.
Wow.
They don't mess around with that. It's a big offense because it was so much. The quantity was so high.
And then he was singing Midnight Special. That might be interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if there's any bootlegs from his time in prison. They apparently, he describes it in two different ways. In some interviews, he says it was really hard, and in other interviews, he says he had a really good time. So it's hard to know.
McCartney always puts a spin on things, you know. He tries to accentuate the positive, you know. Shift the paradigm.
Plugins Hall.
So which one's that?
This is the final. This is just got some jam sessions. It's numbered.
That's the final Wings recording session.
Yeah.
Rehearsal, I would say. And then it just went all bonkers after he got arrested, and the Japanese tour was canceled.
And Wings kind of fizzled out at that point.
Yeah. Wow. I wish Wings would have continued, but McCartney, after the assassination of John Lennon, McCartney did not tour for another 9 years, I believe, until the Flowers in the Dirt album came out.
Wow.
He was so worried about death threats he was getting. I think the one that got the most death threats was Yoko Ono. Definitely, after that. Yeah, but he did get some as well.
This
Paul
is
McCartney
at the
BBC.
A compilation of BBC performances. It's just a DVD of some performances throughout the years. Starting from 79, you got some stuff from 2013, 77. Seems like it was maybe a special that they had put out in the 2000s, maybe 2013. So it seems like an interesting video retrospective of McCartney's career. Live on the BBC. There's a lot of great BBC stuff. A lot of great performances of the BBC. It's just a true wealth of rock music. Want to talk about this one? The little.
This is.
Mackin.
Oh wow! You ended up getting. I saw this one on the internet, and it is Cheap Trick live at Macca in 2024, and it's a full concert DVD. They're a great band. I do miss Bunny Carlos. Rick Nielsen's son replaced them on drums, but they are an amazing live band, and they should still be headlining. I know they do a lot of opening act type stuff, and I think they'll even come perform a show in your backyard if you want them to. But what a great band, Cheap Trick, and
they're going to be touring with Heart. The Heart is back together.
I think we saw them at the Forum a few years ago, and they opened for them also. Must have a good relationship with the Wilson sisters. Come on, Wilson sisters, stop fighting.
They're reunited.
Yeah, I mean, but hope they don't argue about something else again.
And it'll be all over again.
Yeah, but it's been an off and on. But they are best. We've seen them separate, but they're best when they're together.
Definitely. Now, these are the remaining Queen albums I was missing, so run through these. We got Sheer Heart Attack. This is the third album.
Which, interesting fact, Sheer Heart Attack is not on this album. It's on News of the World. The title track.
That.
What's on this one?
It's a good album. It has Killer Queen is on there, and can't remember what else, but
Brighton
Rock is a great song.
Yeah, it's a good album, but if you want to hear Sheer Heart Attack, you've got to listen to News of the World. It almost sounds like a punk rock song.
This is The Works.
That was Radio Gaga, which Lady Gaga got her name from that song. Did you know that? If there was no Works album, no Radio Gaga, you would not have Lady Gaga. She could be Lady Wawa. I'm Baba Wawa.
This is Queen, Rare Live. If anyone remembers, this was released on VHS. And now you have the expanded collection. So it's got it's about twice as long as it was on VHS. I believe this is a rip from the Laserdisc, so the quality is going to be pretty good. And you get 2 CDs, Rare Live. This is really excited to watch.
Through Time and Space.
It's a compilation of performances. It's got Sao Paulo, Houston, London. I mean, it's
wow.
This is a good one. And then this is Hammersmith, 79. And it has Live in Japan as well, 79. So that's 1 CD, 1 DVD, a great...
That must be the jazz tour. You know, that album Killers, Queen Live Killers, came from that tour. And they probably were filming and recording a lot of shows to cull to get to the Queen Live Killers.
Did they ever release a Live Killers video?
I know there's a lot of unauthorized ones. I'm not sure if there was an authorized one, but there was stuff from Paris on there. And so this is all from Japan. And you said Japan and Hammersmith Odeon, which is from England.
Now this is a good band, kind of a forgotten band, but really a great one nonetheless. Badfinger.
An Apple band, Badfinger, is the way they're introduced on the Bangladesh concert.
Yeah, they were just really talented musicians. A lot of great albums. It's just
they got a couple songs from the Beatles to start out with.
Come and Get It, but it's just there's a tragic ending for this band. But nonetheless,
did it have to do with electrocution or something?
It had to do with their manager had robbed them, and I believe the lead singer was so distraught that that was the end of him.
He took his life.
Took his own life. Yeah.
They were, it was a fun,
great band. It's really quite sad. I mean, they had so much talent, so much potential.
When did this happened in the mid-'70s that they disbanded, right?
Yeah, and that was the end.
They were one of the first Apple bands, right? The Beatles put on their Apple record label.
Them and James Taylor.
James Taylor, that's right.
Now we showed you the DVD. This was the bonus they included of the Blu-ray. It's got Live at the Cavern Club 2018, and on this they include like I mentioned, the 99 Cavern Club performance as well in its entirety. That's cool. And then this is Paul McCartney at the BBC. This is the Blu-ray, which also has Idris Elba meets Paul McCartney as an extra. So
what's the extra?
Paul McCartney meets the actor Idris Elba. They have a round table conversation. I've never seen that anywhere. And then it has there's a 2021 special from Paul, and it has interviews with him and performances.
That's really cool.
I believe that's everything there.
Is that it? Oh my gosh. You have another order coming in next week from Japan?
A couple weeks.
Yeah. It doesn't take too long for them to
I do have another one. Yeah, I really did go pretty crazy, but I'm quite happy with what I got here. I mean, this is gonna last me a while. I got a lot to watch, a lot to listen to. But yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna watch first, really. I'm just curious about these music videos, or I'm excited about these David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust titles. the reflection, and definitely gonna put that Stones one in almost immediately. See what.
Does that have any CDs or is it all DVD?
It's just two videos, two DVDs. But yeah, I'm really I'm very, very curious about. I think that it's gonna turn out to be a really cool release. We may do another video just on this alone once I digest it, see what's on there.
Well, thank you all for watching and being a part of this live stream. Hopefully we will do some more,
Yeah,
coming up in the future. We got so much rare
material
that I've never seen before. I'm just surprised. Dallas is very good at locating these rare recordings that I didn't know it even existed. So I think I'm looking forward to the next one. So you all keep on rocking, keep listening to the music, keep the music alive, and Tootsie Schmutzie. All right, you were with us the whole time.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, I think she's wishing us a Shana Tova, a good year.
Wow.
And the same to you and your family.
Yeah.
A sweet, happy new year to all our friends and family out there. So you all have a good one and keep on rocking.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.